Welcome to Castro 5661. Today we will be reviewing the Proporta USB TurboCharger 3400. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the review. Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Proporta TurboCharger 3400. Now what this is a USB battery backup for all sorts of different devices, and it is sold by Proporta, Proporta.com, but for those of us in the US, since Proporta is an international company, we can find it at Amazon.com for $49.95, and really that is a great price for a 3400 backup battery, especially when you consider one of their leading competitors, Richard Solo, sells a 1200 backup battery for $55. So essentially what you're getting is 3 times the Richard Solo 1200 for about $5 less. So it really is a great price for a 3400 backup battery. Now when you buy the turbocharger, you're not only going to get the charger, you're also going to get a nice goodie bag. And the goodie bag is made out of a nice quality felt. On the front you have the USB turbocharger with the website right there and the Proporta logo. It does have a nice little pull tab so you can go ahead and tighten it up. Let's go ahead and see what we have inside here. Now first thing you'll find is a product manual, and they have this in various languages, so you go ahead and check that out. And you're also going to get a bunch of tips and a retractable USB sync cable so you can go ahead and use with the turbocharger. Now it does say Proporta, and you go ahead and retract it, pull it out, extend it to the length that you want. One side is a USB 2.0, and the other side it's just a little tip with a connection, and they provide you with 6 tips. So let's go ahead and check the tips out. One of them is for Sony Ericsson. You have the Apple 30-pin dock adapter. You have a, I believe this is Nokia. You have a micro USB, a mini USB, and a Nintendo DS Lite. So what you go ahead and do with these is you grab a tip and you connect it to the USB, and you can go ahead and use that with the turbocharger. Now let's put these to the side for now and take a closer look at the turbocharger itself. Alright, so here we have the turbocharger, and it's a very low profile design. It has a soft black finish all the way around, and it is in a rectangular shape with rounded edges. Now if you guys are wondering how big this is, we'll go ahead and compare it with the iPhone, and you'll see it's about the same size as the iPhone, and in thickness it's about the same size as the iPhone with a spec candy shell on. So this isn't the smallest backup battery in the world, but then again you are lugging around 3400 mAh. Now on the front of the battery you'll find you do have 5 LED indication lights to indicate how much battery status you have, and all you really do is you go ahead and press the button and it'll light up one at a time. So let's go ahead and do so. It's lighting up one at a time, and it'll stop when it shows you how much battery you have. Now each LED indicates 20%, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Currently we have a full charge, and when the turbocharger needs to be recharged you'll have one LED that keeps flashing on and off, indicating that it needs to be recharged. Now when you are recharging the turbocharger, one light will light up at a time as it did right now, and it'll just keep going until you have a full charge, when all 5 LED lights will flash. So that's how you can tell the battery status, and that's what all the lights mean. Now on the top you have a lanyard hole where you go ahead and string through a lanyard. On the back you have your Proporta logo, a few details about the turbocharger with the capacity, 3400, your input, output, you have a little Proporta website, and a caution. Now on the bottom you have your USB out and your USB in, so you go ahead and use the out to charge whatever device you need to charge, and the in to charge the turbocharger, and that's actually mini USB. Now a lot of you are probably wondering, how much battery charge am I going to get out of the turbocharger? So I'm going to go ahead and give you an example of the iPhone. Now with the iPhone you can expect up to 3 full charges, so you're going to get about 2 3/4 to 3 full charges, and that's what I averaged. I went ahead and ran my battery down, recharged it, ran my battery down, recharged it, ran it down, and recharged it. I did the test 2 different times, and I got about the same result, almost 3 full charges. Now I typically need 2 full charges a day. The turbocharger gives me 3 charges, the iPhone has 1 charge, so that's 4 charges, and that'll last me about 2 days. So this will be perfect for a camping trip, cross-country trip, or really if you just need a lot of juice for a few different devices. And now that we're talking about a few different devices, let me go ahead and show you how to charge. Now here we have the USB that they do include. It has a Proporta logo right there. One side is the 2.0 USB, and the other side is the tip. You go ahead and connect the tip. We have the 30-pin dock adapter here, and all you do is plug one side in to the turbocharger. You plug the other side in to whatever device you have. We have the iPhone here. I think you go ahead and press the button and it starts charging. So that's how you start charging. And if you have a different device, you go ahead and switch out the tip and you go ahead and charge whatever device you have. Once again, they do include 6 different tips for you to use. Now say you have a device that doesn't have the tips that they include, you could go ahead and use your own USB cable with the USB out. So in short guys, the USB TurboCharger is a great backup battery, not only for the price, but if you're someone who needs to use a lot of juice to charge your device or charge your devices, since you can charge various different devices, this is definitely something you might want to take a look at. So that was my review of the USB TurboCharger 3400. I hope you enjoyed it, hope you found it informative, and I'll catch you guys later. This is Castro5661. Peace.